And both teams going through their pregame rituals, getting loose. Welcome, everyone. Thanks. Something, Doors, that should attract a lot of attention in this game, that matchup at the guard position. That is going to be special.
Well, that's the point of attack on both ends of the floor, and it's always fun to see skilled and capable guards duel it out. It is like watching a great chess match.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. They've got Payton. Abdul-Jabbar is out there with Chamberlain. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Pierce in at the two-guard spot. And here's Boston. Left side, Abdul-Jabbar. Abdul-Jabbar gets double-teamed. Payton looking around. 6 to shoot. And here's Leonard from 3. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
And even with good coverage defensively, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Payton. It's Kareem Abdul-Jabbar with the rebound. Pass to Leonard. Back to Payton. The kick out to Pierce. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist.
And when your mechanics are as strong as Pierce's, putting up a quick shot is not that hard.
Outside Tatum. Jokic with the screen on Leonard. Shoots from the elbow. And again, Chicago. No good. Pass to Pierce. Celtics passing it around. Chamberlain against Gilgeous-Alexander. Abdul-Jabbar slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's going to be on Jokic.
The knee just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
I tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Tatum setting the pick for Wade. Misses the 3.
And that's how you have to defend him out there on the three-point line. Played him perfectly.
From 12 feet out. And another basket for Boston.
And beginning to take charge of this game. This could be a crucial point.
Well, working hard, building out a small lead, but you can't afford any kind of letdown here.
And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Wade on the wing. Back to Tatum. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Just 5 to shoot. Embiid, the pass to Wade. Shot to stop the run. Rebound, Kawhi Leonard. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for Boston. And here is Abdul-Jabbar. Jokic defending. Chamberlain a screen to the paint. And it's Chamberlain finishing it off.
Boy, when asked to take on this role, guys, Kawhi Leonard has proven to be a reliable facilitator.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Payton. Shot from 12. Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
First make of the day should finally give them a little confidence.
It's usually interesting. After a bit of a struggle, does the first bucket get you into a little rhythm now?
Now, here's Payton. Scoreless thus far. To the middle. And it's Jokic missing.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And it's Payton. That time on the assist by Pierce.
And his passing is probably the most underrated part of his game. Pierce is a terrific playmaker on that wing.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Joel Embiid talks about leading his team. said, I've been guarded so many different ways. I feel like I've seen everything, and I know how to attack everything. For me, it's all about how do I bring everyone along with me. You can't win alone. It's just about playing together and involving everybody. Kevin?
And you've got to involve everybody. All right, D.A., thanks.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
You have got to be in Tatum's space. This guy is such a terrific range shooter.
You know, Doris, from the moment Jason Tatum entered the NBA, he has been the guy on his team. How big a burden do you think that is for a player to carry?
Well, Jason Tatum, regardless of how much responsibility he has always worn it gracefully. This young man, from the time he was a little kid in St. Louis, has dreamed of leading an NBA team. He is doing exactly that.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. He wants to talk to his guys.
All right, fans, it's dance cam time. Get ready to dance like everybody's watching. Keep on dancing. Let's go. Next dancer.
Chicago making some changes. Kevin Garnett, he's checked in for Jokic. Tracy McGrady subbed in for Tatum. The Celtics also changing it up. Drexler comes in for Kawhi Leonard. And Isaiah Thomas is subbed in for Gary Payton. Now here's Garnett. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander.
I love when Shea does not just settle for a layup. Finish with authority. What a pretty dunk.
Pass to Chamberlain. Thomas a screen on Garnett. Chamberlain against Garnett. Down low. Abdul-Jabbar can't get it to go. Bulls trail by 9. Played outside, beyond the arc. The rebound by Pierce. Here's Boston now. They're on a 16-7 run. Thomas, no good.
Great move on his way to the bucket there. Just couldn't get it to fall.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Wade. Garnett the pass to Embiid. And stolen by Chamberlain. 4-on-3 break. From about 16, Chicago grabs the miss. 1:31 left to play here in the first. Stolen by Pierce. Outside Thomas. With the crossover, and the layup is good. And the Celtics lead by 11.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
I know it's early, but you have got to like the dominance down low. Right now, they are playing bully basketball.
Here's Embiid. And the Bulls with another miss. And so Thomas will bring it up for Boston. Outside Pierce. Chamberlain against Embiid. Clock at 6. Garnett with the block. That'll be Boston as it goes out of bounds. Celtics retain possession. Jokic has checked in for Chicago. Turkoglu comes in for Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. O'Neal's checked in for the Celtics. Leonard comes in for Paul Pierce. Four on the shot clock. Boston needs to get off a shot. A 3 from Drexler. Jokic grabs the miss. Bulls trail by 11. Pass to McGrady. Turkoglu with it. Jokic with it, guarded by Chamberlain. And Jokic slams it in.
Oh, that's just too easy for Jokic. This is why defensively you've got to get him away from the basket.
Turkoglu against Leonard. Shaq is screen on Turkoglu. And it's Kawhi Leonard with the three. Leonard's got 8.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
And so it's the Boston Celtics enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. They've been playing some ferocious defense, and we'll be right back after this. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Celtics.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
On the court for the Celtics, DeRozan out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's O'Neal. Then it's Thomas. And it's Drexler in at the shooting guard. It's out of bounds. Last touch by O'Neal. Bulls trail by 12. McGrady outside. Banchero against Drexler. Turkoglu outside. 5 to shoot. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on DeRozan.
Oh, the definition of a stretch forward. Turkoglu can play either forward spot and can stretch the floor with his shooting.
Chicago shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws, so those are numbers you'll be happy with.
And the first one drops. Where there's a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting, Greg. What's your opinion of that?
Well, Kevin, you know, stretching the D isn't just about how far out they have to defend. It's the distance between that and how far in you have to defend. That's why analytics favors shots at the rim and from distance.
And so Turkoglu nails both of them.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
McGrady against Thomas. Oh, the lob to DeRozan. The rebound by Garnett.
And the timing just not there on that attempted alley-oop.
Just a missed connection, and it happens. I'm sure they will go back to it if given the opportunity.
Now, here is McGrady. Hasn't made one yet.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
Up top, DeRozan. Leonard on the wing. O'Neal sets the screen for Leonard. They get the rebound. Shaq with the bucket. Shaq's got his first basket of the night.
The strength of O'Neal is otherworldly.
Here's McGrady. Bangs home the trifecta.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. Tatum, who's checked in for Chicago. Celtics also with a sub. Payton's checked in. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Back to Drexler. Outside, Payton. Shot clock at 6. Here's Leonard. And Tatum pulls it down. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for Chicago. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Kicks it out to Banchero. That 3 off the mark.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Pass to Leonard. To the inside. O'Neal. O'Neal is doubled. Chicago grabs the miss. McGrady with the ball. Guarded now by Shaq. The quick look, no good that time.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Payton against McGrady. Payton passes to Leonard. O'Neal trying to break free. And Leonard gets it to go on the assist from Payton. 10 points for Kawhi Leonard.
This is a small forward who, because he's 230 pounds, can hold his own down in the low post. That is nicely done.
Tatum looking around. Thomas against Turkoglu. Here's Banchero. Good on the three-point shot.
And this is something Banchero continues to own, wanting to become a dangerous threat from deep.
From Rookie of the Year in 2023 to an All-Star grade in 2024, Paolo Banchero.
And, Kevin, that really says it all, doesn't it? Few players hit the ground running like Banchero has. Becoming an elite competitor, people fear almost instantly.
Thomas against Turkoglu. And the basket by Thomas. Thomas got his second bucket of the night.
And though Thomas is great from the perimeter, he has a toughness and a willingness to go in amongst the trees and kind of mix it up.
Now here's Tatum. Off target from outside. Here's Leonard. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. It's on Paolo Banchero.
Because Kawhi Leonard has such a well-rounded offensive game, it's easy for him to put the defense in a bad position. Draws contact there.
And he makes the first. So for the Bulls, Weber, he's checked in for Jokic. Dwayne Wade comes in for Hedo Turkoglu. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander subbed in for Banchero. And then for Boston, Abdul-Jabbar's checked in for Shaq. Chamberlain comes in for Clyde Drexler. And it's DeRozan in for Isaiah Thomas. Both free throws good from Kawhi Leonard.
I think one thing you love about Kawhi Leonard, this guy never gets too high, never gets too low, but he is the ultimate competitor because he competes at the highest level regardless of the situation.
And that was almost one for the highlights. The long distance alley-oop, just a fraction off the mark.
Now here's Leonard. 12 points for him. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Tatum. Wade against Leonard. Now here is McGrady. And he's good on the three ball. McGrady's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
And how about getting a hand up on McGrady, especially when he's looking to shoot from the outside?
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. The Celtics making a switch here. Thomas is checked in.
Isaiah Thomas.
Pass to Chamberlain. Oh, the lob to DeRozan. Oh, and the jam by DeRozan.
Just terrific communication between teammates. DeRozan times his leap to perfection, and the pass was perfect.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. He can't get that one. Good D by Payton. Celtics leading by 7. Pass to Chamberlain. Inside. He's looking for Abdul-Jabbar and finds him.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to McGrady. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
That's a finish he'll be bragging about for a while.
As he should. Very impressive.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim. Okay.
Bulls trail by 7. Weber kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside Tatum. A 3 from Tatum.
The rise and fire by Jason Tatum. Ready to catch it and score it immediately.
On the wing, Payton. Good D by Gilgeous-Alexander. Chicago has gone 4 of 6 from long range in the second quarter. Solid shooting. Shot by McGrady. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Now just a 2-point Celtic lead. Boston's gone 3 of 7 tonight from 3-point territory. It's Abdul-Jabbar, high post. Payton up top. Gilgeous-Alexander cover. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
A tricky play from Payton inside, taking his offense into the defense and making sure he got the whistle.
Chicago making some changes. Embiid comes in for Weber. Jokic subbed in for Tracy McGrady. And then for Boston, Kawhi Leonard is checked in for DeRozan. And it's Pearson for Isaiah Thomas. And it's Chamberlain finishing it off.
And I'll tell you, the combination of agility, wingspan, and stamina, very difficult to keep Wilt from scoring off those misses.
And stolen by Payton. Lays it in off the breakaway. Now it's a 7-point Celtic lead.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end.
Jokic with the screen on Pierce. Three-pointer, Wade. The shot that time, not on target. And we've reached halftime in this one. It's the Celtics leading by 7. A chance now to send it over to David Aldridge. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports.
For the fan, half-court shots. Give me a beat. They're measuring up the shots.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
And let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
They've got Embiid. Jason Tatum is out there with Jokic. And there's Dwayne Wade. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at the point. That's the group on the floor for Chicago. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Bulls trail by 7. And here's Wade. Still scoreless. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. What's great about Jokic, GA, is he can put up MVP numbers, and he's got a little personality to him, doesn't he?
He does. You can tell he just loves life. He loves everything he does, especially when he's on the floor, making his teammates better.
Second free throw, no good. Celtics leading by 6. Outside Leonard. It's Abdul-Jabbar, high post. Chamberlain with a screen on Wade. And it's Chamberlain that time on the assist by Pierce. Chamberlain got 6.
But here's the problem. Now, no one's got the strength to move Wilt off his spot, and no one has the height to challenge the shot at its point of release.
The shot's good from Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 8.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking, jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
The shot by Pierce, no good. Bulls trail by 6. Gilgeous-Alexander, good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 this quarter.
It's very long, and SGA so effective around the hoop because of that length.
Pass to Chamberlain. Now Leonard, guarded by Tatum. Leonard, the pass to Chamberlain. Outside, Tatum takes the 13-footer and out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession. And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly.
3-1-2 crew.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Now Leonard. He's got 12. Payton outside. Back to Leonard. Just 4 to shoot. The kick out to Pierce. Abdul-Jabbar sets the pick for Pierce. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. And the dunk by Abdul-Jabbar.
Oh, fellas, that was a vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. If you mention the best players in the NBA, Doris, you have to mention Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. How's he made the leap so fast?
Yeah, Kevin, this is an interesting growth and development story because Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has shocked everybody. He can get to any spot on the floor. He's one of the most relentless drivers in the game. You have to respect his three-point threat, which balances out that dribble drive game, and he's willing to compete defensively. Sky is the limit for this young man.
Abdul-Jabbar kicks to Pierce. Back to Payton. Pass to Leonard. Over Tatum. And it's Leonard missing. Bulls trail by 4. And here's Embiid. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Third quarter of basketball here in just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Gilgeous-Alexander. And so Payton will bring it up for the Celtics. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Outside Leonard from downtown. Chicago grabs the miss. Embiid's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Wade passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Jokic against Abdul-Jabbar. In the corner. Tatum with it. And the 3 off target.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
And we know Pierce has the jumper, but you can also pound it inside with it.
The Celtics shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
And a season ago at the charity stripe, this is a group that shot an impressive 81%.
First free throw is good. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. Here's Jokic. Rebound by Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Abdul-Jabbar's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Here's Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
And you do not want to be on the receiving end of that. Embiid throwing it down with some funk.
Outside Leonard. Pierce kicks to Abdul-Jabbar. Leonard against Tatum. In the paint, Kawhi gets it done.
Starting to look like one of those nights for Kawhi Leonard when he's absolutely dominant on the offensive end.
And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about. Chicago making a switch here. McGrady's checked in and a change for the Celtics. Thomas is checked in. Bulls trail by 5. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Embiid. Bulls moving the ball around. Popped up there for Wade. Pierce with the steal. And here comes Leonard leading the fast break. McGrady against Thomas. Here's Chamberlain. Good defense by Jokic. Bulls have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. And again, Chicago, no good. Celtics leading by 5. Pierce with it. He's picked up by Gilgeous-Alexander. A three-pointer, no good. Chicago's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. That's good, and that's Embiid with the assist. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 14 points for the game.
Yeah, teams will try to get physical with SGA, but make sure you understand that wiry frame is big-time strong.
Thomas against Gilgeous-Alexander. The turnaround Jay, and it's blocked by Gilgeous-Alexander. Pierce's shot is good.
Yeah, and how about Pierce there? Immediately squares himself up from outside, always prepared to rise and fire.
Here's Wade. Buries it down low.
Well, you get exactly what you want right there. Clean look, right at the cup. Nicely done.
1:43 left in the third quarter of the game. Outside, Pierce. Again, Pierce missing. Bulls trail by 4. To the paint. Here's Embiid. And the dunk by Embiid.
An aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Chamberlain kicks to Thomas. Right side, Leonard. And the basket good. A bank shot that time. Leonard's got 4 this quarter.
Well, the mid-range is Kawhi's bread and butter. This guy can get to his spots and take whatever he wants.
From the high post. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Celtics leading by 4. Pass to Thomas. Here's Pierce. Now Leonard. And a miss there on the triple. On the wing, Tracy McGrady. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. 15 points in the game.
Well, McGrady is just going off right now. He's enjoying himself and going after buckets with reckless abandon.
Chamberlain with a screen on McGrady. Jokic with the steal. 1 second separate in the shot clock and game clock. Here's Embiid, and the dunk by Embiid.
And that's up-tempo basketball at its best. So much easier to operate the open court when a steal triggers the break.
Thomas. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Embiid's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And it's Chicago scoring again.
And that's definitely a shot that he has in his arsenal.
He doesn't hit that one. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, guys, has been on display for the Chicago Bulls. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We'll return shortly. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
He's got the size to survey over the top of the defense and find the open man. That was beautiful.
Three-tenths quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the 4th quarter. Shaquille O'Neal is out there with Chamberlain. Then it's Gary Payton. Then it's Drexler. And it's Thomas in at the 2 spot. To the inside, Drexler. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. The Bulls leading by 3. And stolen by Payton. Down low. Rebound by the Bulls. Wade's got his 4th rebound in this one. McGrady dishes to Wade over Thomas. Wade misses. Celtics trail by 3. Payton outside. O'Neal is double. Thomas kicks to Drexler. O'Neal sets the screen for Drexler. Outside for Thomas. Clock at 4. Traps in the tray. Thomas got it all tied up now for the Celtics.
And how about O'Neal zipping passes over to his guys, using that height to find open teammates.
Outside Tatum. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Pass to Thomas. Now here's Payton. McGrady covering. McGrady against Payton. Back to Thomas. Chamberlain with a screen on Wade.
And without a doubt, one of the greatest small men we've ever seen. Zeke possesses the skill and determination to just take over a game at any point.
On for the Celtics, Isaiah Thomas. 2 shots.
And the free throw is good, now leading by 1. DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for Boston. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Here's Wade. And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. Drexler, he's checked in for Thomas. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Billy Donovan's huddle with his team. He begged his players to keep it simple out there. Told them 1 possession at a time. Don't look at the scoreboard. What's most important is running our plays and being aggressive defensively. We'll see if they can follow that game plan. Guys?
Thank you, David.
One of the very best. Wade will get you the rock.
Oh, the lob to DeRozan. Got a piece of it. Garnett with the steal. And McGrady with a clip.
Doing it with style. McGrady punishing the D for giving him that kind of airspace.
We're in the 4th quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Pass to Chamberlain. With the floater. McGrady with the ball. Now Tatum launches from deep. Rebound Boston. Chamberlain got 9 rebounds now tonight. Here's Drexler. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
And that one's good. McGrady. And here's O'Neal. He'll bring it up for Boston. It's a 5-point game. Pass to Drexler. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Second personal foul.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Bulls?
Shooting for Boston.
I'm in love with how they're moving the basketball all game long, and also their ability to move without the ball. That style just makes it so difficult to defend.
And their fast break has also been a key metric in this one. They have had a significant advantage in transition over the course of this game.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Garnett. Jokic comes in for Tatum. Banchero's checked in for Turkoglu. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Dwayne Wade. Outside, Pierce. Thomas against Gilgeous-Alexander.
Gilgeous-Alexander. Second
first one falls. And the Bulls with some changes. Jason Tatum, he's checked in for Banchero. And Dwayne Wade subbed in for Tracy McGrady. The Celtics also changing it up. Chamberlain comes in for Pierce. And it's Payton in for Drexler. Wade outside. Pass to Tatum. Fires the three. Rebounded by the Celtics.
When you're not in rhythm with the three ball, why do you keep firing from there?
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Jokic. And that drops, so they now lead by one. The Celtics making a switch here. Pierce is checked in. Chamberlain hits them both. Now here's Wade. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Ball's not loose. It's taken away by Payton. Shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander. And the shot no good, a bit short. Chicago's gotten just 1 of 4 three-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Wade passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Six on the shot clock. And here's Tatum for three. And the Bulls with another miss.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk. There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
Gilgeous-Alexander looking around. Pierce against Wade. And stolen by Chamberlain. Here's Payton. And Embiid pulls it down. Bulls trail by 4. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. No bucket, and that miss is number 6. He's made 7. Pierce with a wide open look. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got 3 assists tonight.
An excellent jump shot. Pierce doesn't need a lot of room to get that off.
And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. Jokic with the screen on Pierce. Outside Tatum. Jokic a screen. Tatum passes to Jokic and blocked the ball with his palm. What a defensive play. Outside Leonard. Tries the spin move. Abdul-Jabbar kicks to Payton. For 3, Pierce kept alive.
Always better to be lucky than good when it comes to offensive rebound. And unless you're as good as he is, then those tip-ins are all about skill.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Payton. Here's Embiid. Off the mark, and the drop continues. If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option.
Shoots a fader. Chamberlain's shot is off. Gilgeous-Alexander against Abdul-Jabbar.
Well, there's a level of aggressiveness that you must contend with Gilgeous-Alexander on the offensive end. You love to see him force the issue.
And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Boston.
I like their defense tonight, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
The other thing for this team today, they have a bunch of second chance points. They're turning misses into makes.
Payton up top. Gilgeous-Alexander covering.
Gilgeous-Alexander. 3rd personal foul. 15th foul. Shooting for Boston, Gary Payton. 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that stretches their lead to 8. So he gets them both, and it's a 9-point ball game. There's 48 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Drops it in from 11 feet. There's 42 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Pierce finds Payton. Leonard with the ball. Abdul-Jabbar sets the pick for Leonard. Jokic with the steal.
Disappointing day for them. Let's see if they go down with a fight.
Well, they definitely have some things to work out, and you'd love to see them finish this game the right way.
The Celtics on offense. They're on a 16-4 run right now. So it's the Boston Celtics with the W. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to present our player of the game.